What's up guys, my name is Ace, and we finally got the roadmap for Season 4 of Cold War and Warzone, so in today's video, let's go through all of the details that we know about so far for Season 4. And hopping right into it, let's kick it off with the multiplayer side of things. And with this, we're going to be getting 4 maps for multiplayer. 3 of them we've already seen in a trailer from last week. We've got Collateral, which is for 6v6 as well as 12v12, and it turns out that 12v12 is actually Combined Arms 12v12 and not the other version of 12v12. And this means we're going to have a standard Collateral, which is going to be quite large, and then a Collateral Strike version of the map, which is just for 6v6. Then after that, we have Amsterdam, which we got a little bit of a better look at it from this screenshot here. And this one is for 2v2 and 3v3. And then finally, Hijacked is coming back, and this will be for 6v6. So all of these are coming right at launch this week for Season 4. However, we're also getting a mid-season map, and this is yet another remade map. This is Rush from Black Ops 2, which is that paintball field map that we had in Black Ops 2. I believe it was actually a DLC map from Black Ops 2. And I actually quite enjoy that map. I think it's going to play quite well in Cold War. And while part of me is a little annoyed with the fact that we've got just as many remakes coming as brand new content, I do think Rush is a good map, and I do think it will be a good addition to the game. Just remember though, that one's not coming at launch with Season 4, that's going to be coming mid-season. Now, after that, we've got some new game modes coming, and One in the Chamber is finally coming to this game, which is excellent. I really enjoy that as a party mode. Then we've got a new multi-team mode called Satlink. And with this, the description says, power up and keep your satellite online for as long as possible to gain points in the latest mode for 10 quads across a variety of locales in the Ural Mountains. So basically, you find the Satlink that's marked on your map, you have to power it up, and then after it's powered up, you have to hold that position and defend it, and you gain points for holding it. So it almost seems like a headquarters style mode, where you capture and hold, and the other teams have to try and take you off and recapture that point. So that seems fairly interesting. We'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. And then finally, something that's coming in season that I'm really looking forward to, this is Capture the Flag. I feel like it's been ages since we've had a good Capture the Flag in Call of Duty, and I think the maps in Cold War are going to be very well suited to Capture the Flag, at least most of the maps. So I'm definitely looking forward to checking this out and seeing how it plays within Cold War. Now, as for new operators, we've got Jackal, who is the main operator that we're getting right at the beginning of the season here. He is from South Africa. He's the guy with the mask that's in the trailer and in all the promotional artwork and everything. Then in season, we're going to be getting Salah and Weaver. As for our new score streak, this was covered in the trailer from last week. This is the hand cannon, which is that Desert Eagle, which is going to be extremely powerful, presumably a one-shot kill against enemy players, and then very powerful against score streaks as well. As for new weapons, right at the beginning of the season, we're getting the C58, which is going to be a low fire rate, low magazine capacity, but high damage assault rifle, and it's full auto. And the more I think about this, the more I'm excited for it, because this reminded me that we don't really have a super low fire rate assault rifle in Cold War at all. We don't have that like Rampart or Man of War style of assault rifle where its rate of fire is down in the 500s, but it has like a 3-shot kill potential. I'm really hoping that's going to be the case with this, because that will truly stand out and be unique, and we don't have anything like that currently in the game. But on top of that, within the launch of the season, we're getting the MG82 LMG, and this is going to have a very high fire rate and also slightly faster handling than the other LMGs. And we're getting that nail gun that we saw in the trailer from last week that I realized I was a little bit complainy about, but I don't know, I just think it looks ridiculous that there's no air hose plugged into this, and this is clearly not a cordless model of a nail gun. I am fully aware that cordless nail guns exist, but this is not one of them. But in either case, this is going to be fully automatic with a very slow fire rate, and it looks like at least up close it's going to have a 3-shot kill potential. However, it's also going to have an extremely slow velocity, so you're going to have to lead targets if they're moving at basically any range. So all 3 of those are coming right at launch with Season 4, but then we've got the OTS-9, which appears to be a Kiparis or Kiparis SMG, and this is going to have a super high fire rate, but also a very small magazine capacity. So presumably also a very fast time to kill. However, the big downside to that is you're going to have to reload between pretty much every kill that you get. And then when it comes to melee weapons in season, we're going to be getting the mace as our melee weapon. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the multiplayer side of things. Looks like a good amount of content. We're actually getting basically 1 extra weapon, it looks like here. Like we're getting 4 ranged weapons and 1 melee weapon, which is nice for a season. And I'm really excited to see One in the Chamber as well as Capture the Flag. I think those will definitely be enjoyable to play. But now let's get into the Warzone side of things. With Warzone, the map update that we're going to be getting are those satellite crash sites. We saw one in the farmland area, as well as one that crashed right next to downtown. Although they did mention in the blog post that there would be several of these, so there's likely even more of these satellite crash sites. And it looks like these are going to be containing some higher tier loot, as well as the ability to interact with them in order to unlock rewards for the event that's going to be going on, where you can earn all the cosmetic rewards. Additionally, with Warzone, and this is probably the most exciting part for Warzone when it comes to this season, we're going to be getting the red doors, and they're going to be activated, and this is coming at the launch of the season, so it is coming later this week. And while they don't tell us exactly what these doors do, my guess, based on their description that's full of redacted sections, my guess is that these doors are going to be basically teleporters from one door to another on the other side of the map. So it's kind of going to be like a replacement to the subway system that they added previously, where you can traverse the map basically instantly by using these doors. That's just my guess, though. Maybe there's something else to this. Maybe there's something else going on. But yeah, to me at least, it seems like these are going to be sort of a fast travel system around the map. Additionally, for Warzone, like we saw earlier last week, the hijacked gulag is going to be coming and replacing the current standoff gulag, and I'm very excited for this. Like I said last week, symmetry is the way to go for 1v1s, and this is going to be a very symmetrical gulag, which is great. And we're also going to be getting the dirt bike, which we got a bit more of a description in the blog post for this. It says it's going to be extremely maneuverable, including when you're in the air, you're going to be able to maneuver it. And I'm really hoping this means we can do backflips or some cool things like that, just to make some cool moments and clips happen. As for game modes in Warzone, at launch, we're going to be getting Verdansk Resurgence Mini. So that's basically just the Resurgence mode coming to Verdansk, and it's going to start off with a circle already closed in, so it is a mini version of it, and therefore you're only going to have 44 to 45 operators in a game. And then we're also getting a mode that seems quite interesting. This is actually an objective-based game mode in Warzone called Payload. And with this, there's only going to be 40 players on the map, so it kind of seems like we're going to be in a restricted area of the map. And you have to drop in and escort 2 caravans of vehicles moving through a series of checkpoints. So you're either going to be escorting or trying to defend and block the other teams from escorting. And you can even build or destroy barriers and purchase buildings in order to aid in your squad's missions. So this sounds like a very unique mode, unlike anything we've ever seen before in Warzone, and I'm excited to get some more information on this and see what it's actually all about. It's kind of hard to tell what the gameplay is going to look like just by reading the description that they gave for us. And with that, that's pretty much it when it comes to Warzone. Nothing too major on the Warzone side of things, but that's kind of to be expected because with the last season, that's when we had the major update to Warzone, where we got basically a fully reskinned map. So I'm not too surprised with that. Now let's briefly touch on zombies, keeping in mind I'm not really a zombies channel, and therefore I don't usually cover zombies with too much depth because I simply don't know that much about it. But we are going to be getting a new outbreak region, which is Zoo, and this takes place in the Ural Mountains, and therefore it's likely this will probably come as a multi-team map at some point in the future, although they didn't mention it coming as a multi-team map. I still expect that it will be coming at some point. Also for Outbreak, we're going to be getting a new main quest called Operation Excision, and this is going to be the narrative lead up to the next round-based zombies map, which is Mauer de Toten. And this one isn't coming at launch, this is coming at some point in the season. And it's nice to finally see another round-based zombies map coming to the game, because it has been a while since we got Firebase Z, so I'm sure zombies fans are definitely looking forward to another round-based map coming. And with that, that's pretty much it. Those are all of the things that we can expect to see with Season 4. And overall, my opinion hasn't really changed that much since last week. Looks like this is going to be a fairly standard season for Call of Duty. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Like, there's a good amount of content here, but nothing that really jumped out to me as being extremely exciting or extremely surprising. Of course, that is just my opinion on this, though. I'd like to know in the comments section below. Now that we have the roadmap, what are your thoughts on Season 4 so far? Just let me know those thoughts down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.